Just pop this out. And I think we finally have some silver right here. Large cent. Looks like it's probably going to be a braided hair. 1964 out of Philly. Alright. Another one. That's cool. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Rick from Hunting Southwest Ohio, and we are back once again with episode number 60 of the Nickel Hunt and Fill series. We got a fresh box that was picked up on May 12th, and we got a couple albums sitting here. Set 1, this is the original set we started. We're at 190 of 193. Set number 2, we're at 153 of 192, so we're definitely closing in on the second set as well. Looking for one silver and a couple key dates. I believe the 1950 and a 38S, if I remember correctly, in the first set. Got several to go in the second set. Let's go ahead, pop this box open real quick. And it is definitely circulated nickels. So let's get into it, see what we got. Bring you back in on the first find. All right, roll number 1. We will have our first find right out of the gate. And it's going to be a 1948, and it will be a filly. Roll 2, we're going to have another 40s nickel. This time we're going to have a 1941, and this will also be out of Philly. Same roll, we're going to have our first 50s nickel this time around. Will be a 1959 out of Denver. Roll number 4, and we're going to have our second 50s nickel, and this one will be a 1957, also out of Denver. Roll number 12, finally another find. Had a little break there for about 8 rolls, and we're going to have a 1958 out of Denver. Roll 22, and we got us a 1939 right here. It's in okay shape, not great. Will we have a mint mark? We will not. It is a filly. Let's check this for the DDR. And we're looking at Monticello and 5 cents. Not seeing it, but I will always take a 39 in the box. Roll 23, 50s nickel number 4, and it's going to be a 1951. Will we get lucky and score a 51S? We will not. It'll be a 51 filly, but I will take it regardless. Roll 24, and look what just popped out. We got another 1939. This one is pretty nice. Normally, if you have a mint mark, it's going to be a nicer one like this. Can we get lucky? We will not. It is going to be a filly, but we will once again check for that DDR. Monticello and 5 cents. Not there. This one could be an upgrader, though. It is pretty nice. We'll see. Roll 25, and we're going to have 50s nickel number 5. Will be a 1952 out of Philly. Roll 31, and I think maybe that greenish colored one right there, we have not found a silver in probably 8 boxes, which is very abnormal for me. But maybe, oh yeah, we have a 1942 filly. Not in terrible shape. That may be an upgrader, if not a spot filler. Very nice. Finally some silver out of a nickel box. Roll 43, and we're finally going to have what will be our 4th 40s nickel. It's been a little slow for the 40s. It's going to be a 1941 out of Philly. Roll 44, and we're going to have 40s nickel number 5, second to last nickel of this roll. Be a 1947 out of Philly. Roll 46, and we're going to have another 40s nickel. Be another 1941 out of Denver. Roll 40, and we're going to have another 50s nickel. Be number 6, 1959 out of Denver. All right, we are back. Box 1 is hunted. It was a little bit of a tough hunt. We did get a couple of Canadians. We got 2 39s. We only ended up with 6 40s. At least one of them was a silver, first one in a while. And we ended up with 6 from the 50s and 4 possible upgraders. That was it. Pretty slow hunt. So we're looking at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 finds overall. So I went ahead, grabbed another box here. This one is also from May 19th is when I picked it up. Pop this one back open. I know I did when I picked it up. And yes, it is definitely circulated. So let's go ahead, get into box 2, see what we find. All right, roll 1. We are off to a quick start. We already have a 50s nickel here. And right back here, I see a Canadian. Let's see what we got. 1957. That will be a Philly. And the Canadian. Where did it go? There it is. And that is going to be a 1986. We'll take it. Don't know if we need that one for the album or not, but we'll add it to the rest. Roll number 4. And we're on the board with a 39 already. Look at that. 1939 right there. Can we get a mint mark? We will not. Let's go ahead and check this for the DDR. We are looking at the Monticello. And 5 cents, and I am not seeing it there, but that's all right. 339 so far out of 2 boxes. Roll 11. We're going to have just our 4th find of the box. It has been a slow go since the first roll, and we're going to have our first 1940 out of Philly. Roll number 12, and we got another 40s find. This will be our second one of this box. And we're having 1942 this time. Unfortunately, not silver. But we'll take it. Don't see these that often. It'll be a Philly model. All right, same roll. About 6 nickels later, we're going to have another 40s. This will be number 3, but this time it's going to be a 1946. And it will be out of Philly. Check this for the Henning nickel. Looking at that R in pluribus. And I am not seeing it. Looking for a hole down there on the bottom left leg. Not there. All right, nice. Roll number 13 and another 40s nickel. Maybe things are going to pick up here. This time we're going to have a 1946, and this will be out of Denver. Roll 15, and we have another 50s nickel here, 1958, out of Denver. Roll 17, and another 40s nickel. This will be the 5th one of this box. We have a 1948 this time, and it will be a Philly model. Roll 19. Yeah, looks like we're going to have a couple finds here. I peeked down at this, seen a 40 right behind it, but in front we have a 1959. Be our 3rd 50s nickel, and that will be out of Denver. And right behind it, we will have a 49? It is a 49. I thought it was a 40 when I first seen it. And it will be a 49 Philly. We'll take that. Same roll. And we will have another 1949. Looking for that S mint mark, but it will not be here. Need another Philly. Roll 24. And 50s nickel number 4 will be a 1955. And it will be a Denver model. Roll 29. And 50s nickel number 5 be a 1957 out of Philly. Roll 30. And we're going to have a 1957 50s nickel number 6. And this one will also be out of Denver. Roll 31. And we're going to have another 50s nickel. Be number 7 of the box. Another 1959. And it'll be another Denver. We'll take it. Roll 33. And we're going to have another 50s nickel. This will be 50s nickel number 8. And we're going to have a 1958. And that is going to be a Denver. And look at that. I just flipped over 4 coins after that 1858. And that must be pretty decent shape right there. We're going to have a war nickel. Doesn't have the color I usually see. Is a Denver. And it will be a 1943D. Very nice. I don't know if we need that for album filler, but it is the second war nickel of the hunt. And still the same rule. We're going to have another 50s nickel. This time it will be number 9 of the hunt, and it's going to be a 1953 out of Philly. Roll 34, and yet another 50s nickel. This one will be a 1958 out of Denver. Roll 36, and another 50s nickel, and this one will be a 1954 out of Denver. Roll 42, and we're going to have yet another 50s nickels. This is definitely going to be the best box of the two, it looks like. And it'll be a 1958 out of Denver. Roll 44, just laid this one out, and this right here immediately attracted my attention. Beautiful 1961. And I believe that is a Denver. It is beautiful 61D. We will take that. That's got to be an album upgrader. Was there any steps? I didn't look at that. No, unfortunately the steps are wore off, but still probably much nicer shape than my others maybe. We'll take it. Roll 45. And we're going to have another 40s nickel. It'll be a 1946. Be a Philly. I will check this for the Henning nickel. If I find anything, I bring you back in. Roll 49. Just laid this roll out. And as we go to the back, there it is right there. We got a buffalo. Gonna have a date too, it looks like. Yes, we do. We're going to have a 1936 D. We'll take that. Very nice. Hopefully that will fill a spot in one of the albums. Cool. Let's see what else we got. All right, we are back. That box is hunted. That is box 2 of the hunt. Not too bad overall. Was happy to pull that buffalo out of the last 8 or so rolls. That was about it out of those ones. They got pretty cold there at the end of the box. So we got a couple of 09s. Here's our 40s finds from box 1. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 with the silver. 50s finds from box 1. We have 6. 40s finds from box 2. We're going to have 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 50s finds, we're going to have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We'll take that. Possible upgraders here across the top. And we did pick up 6 Canadians. So let me go ahead, grab the albums, see if we can add anything. That would be fantastic. Be back in just a minute. All right, we are back with the first set of albums here, which is starting out with the Buffalo album, 1913 through 38D. And look at there, we're going to have an addition. That 36D, excuse me, will be an addition. We're going to go ahead, pop that in the spot. That is awesome. One more Buffalo for the album. Let's move on to the Jefferson albums. All right, we're back with the first Jefferson album in our original set of albums here. And this is the 1938 through 61D. We're only missing the 50D, the 44S silver, and the 38D. But we will be upgrading the 1942P. Definitely much better detail on that one. I'm going to go ahead, swap that out, and we'll move on to the next album. All right, that is a wrap for the first set of albums. We had the one upgrade, and that was it. I'm going to go ahead and grab the next set, and we'll start on that one. All right, second set of albums. Album 1, we had nothing for the Buffalo album, obviously. We put the only one we had in the first set. 1938 through 61D. We are going to upgrade a 1939. We are going to upgrade a 41D. And we're going to add a 1943D. So that'll knock one off the list. That's awesome. Let me get these plugged in. We'll move on to the next one. All right, nothing else in the second set of albums. So we are now at 190 of 193 in set number 1. We're at 154 of 192. We did gain a spot in the second set. Let me go ahead, grab the silver jar. We're going to add something to that as well as the treasure chest. We'll be right back. All right, here we are, treasure chest in front of us. Let's pop this thing open. Lots of envelopes in here already. It hasn't even been a month yet since the last giveaway, so they are piling up. We did find 2 silver nickels in this hunt, so we're going to go ahead and add a silver dime. And we got these 2 nickels that we get to take and put into the 2023 silver jar. Appreciate you all coming along. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you on the next one.